don't do me no favor. Talking about the cocaine, whipping water, aquafina. Mira, papi, find me on the corner. Oh, you know me, don't be running up. Ya tu sabes, got it, chronic in a narcotic, boy, you know what's up. Meet me at the bodega. Don't do me no favor. Talking about the cocaine, whipping water, aquafina. Mira, papi, find me on the corner. Oh, you know me, don't be running up. Ya tu sabes, got it, chronic in a narcotic, boy, you know.
Poppin', everybody, thank you for rocking with me. Make sure you hit the alert bell. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe, and I said that all wrong because you're supposed to subscribe, hit the alert bell, hit the like button. That's what it is. Thank you for rocking with me. Battle Rap Opinions, J Legend. Make sure you follow me at J Legend 100. Thank you to everybody who's been rocking with me. The Battle Academy in Philly, man. I wanted to be at this event. The headline was KShine versus ENess. They had quite a few other dope battles. I'm recapping 2 at this moment. So in here, you know, no disrespect to Kaboom, but I wanted to be at this event for 3 of some of my favorites was battling. And that was KShine versus ENess. You know, ENess always gives us his all performance-wise. KShine is nothing else to talk about. Plus, I'm from Harlem. You know, and I still have never got the opportunity to, see KShine battle live. So I wanted to be there. It just didn't work out for me. ENess, I've got the honor of watching him battle on King of the Dot Match 4. And, you know, he just gives us his all on the stage every time. Jakkboy Maine is one of my favorites. One of the guys I love to watch battle. One of the up-and-coming guys who's made a name for himself, but there's a long way to go in terms of, you know, elevating. And I feel like he should be getting way more opportunities than what he is. You know what I'm saying? But we'll you know, I guess we'll get into that. We'll start off actually with Kaboom versus Jakkboy Maine. You know, everybody knows Kaboom from back in the day. Excuse me, man. What the fuck? Everybody knows Kaboom from back in the day, and you know he's been making his return. And the last few battles I've seen him in, I felt like he was improving and improving. This was a one-round battle between Kaboom and Jakkboy, and Kaboom went first. It seems like in the beginning, like he didn't remember his round. Like even to start the round off, it seemed like he was struggling to get into his round. Kaboom was. And I was like, you know, it was kind of weird at first. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, what is he waiting for to get into his round? You know, he took a little bit of time. He started off slow in this. It's a one-round battle. He started off real slow. That pessimist line was fucking crazy. That whole Goonies intent to deliver line was crazy. The necrophiliac line was definitely crazy. Before I get into my issues with either one of their rounds, I'm just going to tell you, you know, what I think of their rounds first, and then I'll explain the rest. Jakkboy Maine goes, that Home Alone line was very slept on. I thought it was very slept on. That was fire. The Big Bang Theory line was crazy. The Joel and B line was crazy. By the way, the link is in the description. You guys can check this out. When he went into that whole thing about Kaboom's mom naming him Kaboom, and when he broke that down, like, I'm not going to see him even attempt to break that down because I feel like I'm not going to do it any justice. That's why if you watch in my recaps, I try, excuse me, I repeat guys' lines, but I tried to keep that shit at a minimum because I don't want to fuck it up and you guys don't really get what these guys put into it, the work they put into it. I don't ever want to diminish that. So I try not to give you, I'll tell you the lines that I thought stood out. I won't give you a word for word what they are. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I want you to go watch the battle so we can have the conversation. If I tell you every line that was said, like, do you really want to watch it? So anyway, we went to this whole shit about Kaboom's mom naming him Kaboom and how naming him that predicted his death. You know, it was fire the way he did it, the way he set it up and delivered it. So definitely go check that out. That engineer work pop filter line was fucking crazy from Jakkboy. I thought that was the line of the night, but I mean I struggled with it because of I thought that whole thing about the Kaboom predicting his death thing, I thought that was crazy, and then to follow it up with the fucking engineer pop filter line, it was like, yo, I don't know which one to pick because they were both so fucking fire. But yeah, I think that the line of this battle, let me say that, the line of this battle was that pop filter thing. I thought it was crazy. In terms of Kaboom, man, I think that the pessimist line and necrophilia line, I thought those were very slept on. I thought those were his two best lines, and I don't know which one to pick from those two. Which one was better than the other? To me, Jakkboy got this battle, and I thought it was clear. It's a 1-round battle. Kaboom rapped for way longer than Jakkboy. But Kaboom, it took him too long to get into a rhythm, get into his thing. And lately, I've been seeing him going off, so I expected way more. He did explain in this battle that he has some personal stuff going on, in his personal life. And salute to him, man. God bless your family. I hope things start working out for you, man. But overall, there was a lot of dry spots. So, and there was, I'm going to say 1 or 2 reaches. I don't know what it was. He just seemed off his game, especially if you watched his last few battles. Then you see this. He just seemed off his game on this one. But that shouldn't take away from Jakkboy's performance. I think Jakkboy went in there and did his thing. And to me, proved once again why he should be getting the better looks. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So salute to both Jakkboy and Kaboom. Again, the link is in the description to watch this. Now we're going to get into the main event of that card. Again, the Battle Academy from Philadelphia. Philly. Salute to Philly. Every now and again I get comments from dudes from Philly, man. Salute to you guys. I appreciate you. So let's get into this 3-round battle, man. ENess goes first. That Golden State line, the whole Golden State, KD line and all that I thought was dope from ENess. And we all know, man, ENess flow is just fire. That's one thing about the Philly dudes, man. Their flow is just fire. Like I always say, the only issue I have with Philly rappers is I wish they would cater their round more to an actual attack on their opponent. I wish that it isn't, some of their bars aren't as general as they are. One thing about Philly rappers, they can fucking rap and flow, but not all of them write a direct attack. A lot of times it's almost like they're up there rapping, and I enjoy it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. I just think that they would get more clear wins if they tailored the round specifically for their opponent. All right, KShine. What can I say about KShine, man? I don't like the whole cheesecake thing. We're tired of hearing that. I will say, of course, I hate when people keep reusing the same angles on somebody. I definitely thought that KShine had a little better of a twist on it, but at this point, it's 2018. We still hearing cheesecake lines. I personally don't want to hear it anymore. But KShine had a line where he said, Razor get the check at the door like a sweepstakes. Fire. The way he performed everything, it was dope from KShine. That eagle bird nest shit was fucking crazy for KShine. This whole first round, it was a clear first round win for KShine, man. This was clear, and this was, to me, KShine has had a lot of dope performances and still have Ness. But in this first round, this was not a good showing for Ness, and this is one of the best showings for KShine in terms of that first round. Yeah, that Chopper reunion line to end the first round was fucking crazy. ENess goes into his second round. That RoboCop line was crazy. The Tommy Lee drum line. I think I've heard him say that before, but I'm not sure, so I'm not going to put that on him. But I enjoyed that line anyway. I hope that's not the case, but anyway, I can't prove it, and I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What he told KShine, the way I whip your ass got you feeling like there's 6 of me. The way I whip your ass got you feeling like it's 6 of me. For other reasons, that line is nostalgic for me. Alright, yeah, we won't get into that. I don't know camera. This was a ENess round, if that makes sense to y'all. I really enjoyed the second round from ENess. I felt like he was more comfortable, more in his bag, and he was on his shit in the second round. This is the kind of round we come to expect from ENess. I thought it was definitely fire in that second round. KShine goes, he fakes like he's choking and then jumps into his bars. I thought, he was rapping, then he fakes like he's choking and jump into his shit. I thought that was dope. he had a line where he said, turn Ness tea into fruit punch. The way he delivered it is way fucking better than I just did. I'm horrible. That monogamous line too from KShine was crazy, and he had such a fire round, and you know that line went slept on. You know, people didn't catch that as much, and it was, you know, I understand because he said so much other dope shit, but that was fucking fire. If there was ever a bar to react to, it should have been that. So that second round, man, I give to KShine, and it's crazy because ENess had such a dope line, and fucking KShine elevated, took it to the next level. We get into the third round. The high score line from ENess out the gate was fire. I fuck with that. He did this whole, I'm not really a fan of letting people jump into your battles. You know, it has to be creative. It has to make sense. He had one of his young homeboys jump into the battle, but they did like a Jada Kiss Styles P back and forth. Like ENess said they have to bar the kid. He might have been a teenager. You understand? They were finishing each other's lines. What I liked about it is that they didn't overdo it. And that's key. Because we've seen people overdo shit like that where you like, yo, this was horrible, just get it off my fucking screen. You know? Plus it's ENess, he's done enough in this game to be able to do something like that, and people give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was dope the way they did it. And again, I liked it even more that they didn't overuse that little, I don't know what you want to call it, tactic or whatever. All right, I'm stuck on my words on that one. What I was kind of confused about was the dot mob lines. Again, he had like an NWX line, and then he went to this whole thing going in on T-Rex. Going at KShine about T-Rex and Murder Mook as if KShine is still dot mob. So that didn't apply. You know, I didn't think it was whack, but it didn't apply. You know, then he choked. ENess choked. Then he got it back. He rhymed, and then I think he choked again, if I'm not mistaken. So, KShine goes. That Indian giver line was crazy. Then he breaks down ENess's career and talks about Babs, how her career is further and what she's doing is standing there. Talking about the Queen of Ring, if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about. That Beanie Siegel line from KShine was fucking crazy. At the end of the day, this was a clear 3-0 for me. I think you can call this a body bag. The only round to me that I thought was close was that second round, and KShine clearly won that. And ENess' second round was his best round out of the whole battle. I think this was clear 3-0 for KShine. I will call this a body bag. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a body bag. I don't like saying that because I really like ENess, but if you watch my blogs, you know I'm gonna tell you what I really think. Like, I'm not with the political shit. I'm not gonna say this or say that because I really like somebody. I appreciate all ENess puts into this game, what he's been putting into this game. And again, I got to see him live, so I got to really appreciate what he does. But that's not going to deter me from just saying he got body bagged. I'm sorry. Salute to the Battle Academy. Keep putting on these dope battles. There two things I found weird. Number one, they're on the stage. I don't know how small that stage was, but it seemed like everybody was so bunched up. Then it was like a wall, and it looked like these dudes was almost stuck to the wall. Like, the crowd is down here, and the stage is like small, and then you see some guys still standing on the wall, but high. Like what the fuck? They got a shelf there for you to stand on? Like, that was weird to me, right? I'm just giving y'all some insight on what I saw. And then the part that was really weird to me is the fact that they was letting everybody record the battles. I don't understand why they were allowing that to happen. I can understand somebody taking a picture, or like myself, I like to take a picture, or sometimes I'll record the intro, but I don't record no battles. So I was kind of surprised because everybody had their phone out recording the battle, so I don't understand why they allowed them to do that, the league owners. But hey, I mean, that is what it is. Salute to KShine, ENess. Salute to Kaboom and Jakkboy Maine for their battles on this card. Thank you for rocking with me. If you haven't, there's a great time to subscribe. This is a great time to hit the like button. There's a great time to hit the alert bell. Check out my interviews that I have with Jesse Weekend, Lawrence of RBE, ARP. I got a bunch of interviews. Salute to Av. So you know, check all that out, man. And another thing too, make sure you're supporting these guys' music, man. Cortez, Av, Math, all these battle rappers, fucking T-Top, Geechee Gotti, just support their music. I'm pretty sure ENess is still doing music. You know, check them out. Salute to KShine for what he's doing with ESPN and so on and so forth. And again, like I said, man, Kaboom, you're gonna bounce back. I already know it. And Jakkboy, I'm looking forward to things elevated for you because I feel you deserve it, man. All right, so salute to everybody. Salute to the Union. If you haven't watched our Union blogs, make sure you do. Thank you for rocking with me. These battles, the links to these battles are in the description. Salute.